Hey guys! Ow!
You alright?
I just poked myself in the eye. Today we're back with Anime vs. Reality. Get that out of there.
My titty.
Get your tit out of there, man.
My stressful.
Mine.
It's my titty ball.
Today we're back with Anime vs. Reality. Hopefully today we'll be finishing off Fruits Basket 2001.
Alright.
I'm putting this down here.
But it won't be the end of Fruits Basket as
No,
we will be talking about the
2019 version.
in the next video.
So we got 6 episodes to get through, so let's get into them.
Alright, so we're episode 21. Kisa is hanging out with Toro a lot.
Yeah, so
And
I think this is like a moment where she's like following right behind her, and Toro stops and Kisa walks right into her back,
it's
and Toro's like, "Oh, I can't stop you, you're so cute."
yeah.
I can't handle it.
Yuki comments on the anime Kisa and Toro are watching, says the entire anime has problems. And what problems were those?
I don't remember, but I think like it's an unintentional like jab at itself as well.
Okay. Shigure became a writer
He didn't need to adjust his lifestyle to like whatever he does.
Shigure became a writer so he could with not adjusting his lifestyle. What?
I think at this point I am not thinking properly.
Things are
Yes.
slowly getting better at school for Kisa.
So, like we don't really go much to Kisa's school or anything like that. She's just the bullying has just stopped a bit, surprisingly.
Yeah, good for Kisa. And
The sin, as always, though, for like just school in general is kids.
yeah, and so Toro goes to work early, and there's this it's not a shoe, it's a boot that lands in front of
It's
her.
basically a shoe.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get into specifics of the shoe.
but it's shaped like Texas, so it's a boot. And so this kid's like,
You got something in your mustache.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
Okay. And so this kid goes to Toro, "Oh yeah, you mind picking me up that boot and just giving it here?" And she's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You suck." It's like, "You do everything anyone tells you to do." And she's like, "What?"
He's like he's horrible to her
Yeah.
for no reason. Has no reason to be absolutely horrible to her. Still does it anyway.
Yeah, but we both know he's not the worst of he's not the worst one. And we'll,
Yeah, Akito is always the worst.
yeah.
He's just like a little tyrant.
Yeah. So the little Soma boy, who's one of the members of the Zodiac, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil in the notes what his name was until we find out.
Alright.
Whenever I do notes on the anime, I always try to wait until the actual name is used.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, here's this character's name and who they are.
Yeah. So the spawn.
Especially if they're important to the plot.
Alright, so the spawn of Satan decides to take Toru's notebook, and she's like, "Oh no, please, it's my mom's photo in there," and he kind of hesitates.
And then he's just like, mm.
Yeah.
He doesn't hesitate.
Yeah, when she says it, it's like,
Does he? I don't think
Yeah.
he does. He
Yeah.
maybe for like a millisecond.
Yeah, for a few seconds, and he's like, "Oh, I don't care." So we find out that this little devil is called Hiro Soma, and he is the sheep of the Zodiac. And he is in love with Kisa.
Yeah, he's jealous basically.
Yeah,
of
it's
the
like,
fact that
why is Toro getting all
Toro,
the attention?
yeah,
Kind of like how that the other Zodiac guy, when that chick, remember? wanted to be with
him.
the doctor guy, and then the older one's like, "Nah, he hits his."
So no, you're talking about Akito beating up Hattori.
Yeah, and he goes to the woman, "Oh, it's all your fault." Kind
Yeah,
of like that. That's what
Mm-hmm.
That's like Hero. And not
Hero's a mini Akito.
Yeah, and Hero not to be confused with Hero from Big Hero 6. Okay, so...
I think he's way dumber than that hero.
Yeah. Name derived from Fumahiro Getsuki.
Yeah.
What is Fumahiro Getsuki?
That's as far as my research goes. Sorry.
Okay.
Because I don't want it taking up too many lines. That's the thing.
Okay.
Because doing that, it just stretches it, like, what would be, like, one whole page of notes into 2 whole pages of notes. And it just, you know.
Yeah, okay, so the notebook Hero took has a photo of Toru's mom in it. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Kyo finds Hero chilling at a park.
And he's like, what are you just doing here?
Yeah. It's like, oh no, what did you say to
No,
Toru?
he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I don't think.
No, not in the beginning, but then he's like, hey, what's going on?
Well,
And he later
Toru,
goes,
Momoji, and Kita also show up at the park as well. And that's what leads to this conversation.
oh, that's right. No, Hero continuously refers to Toru as the dumb chick. And then, Kyo
hates that.
hates that. Because he's simping for Toru. You know.
But yeah, so Hiro is like... He is a very textbook tsundere in his behaviours.
Yeah.
He really does not like Toru. But it's like...
Yeah, because he wants, he wants Kisa all to himself.
So a bit of yandere there.
Yeah, Yandere Simulator.
Oh my god.
It's basically that.
It's the male version though.
Tsundere, is it?
It's... So there's tsundere and yandere. He's sort of a bit of both.
Okay. Yeah, so...
Maybe a kudere, which is like someone that's like all cool about it, basically.
So Toru says she won't forgive Hiro even if he apologizes, which is a surprise. That she won't forgive him.
Yeah.
And you see Kyo's like,
Kyo's
huh?
like, what?
You won't forgive him, and it's like, okay, this is major
In
plot
fact,
development.
And then she just does a 180 on what she just says.
Yeah.
Said and hugs Hiro.
It's like, make up your mind. I swear, she's got bipolar disorder.
Maybe.
She just keeps switching back and forth. Toru says she won't forgive Hiro. Sorry, read that. Toru hugs Hiro and he turns into a ram. And then, then they decide, you know what? I just figured out a way we can make money. What we have to do is shear your wool. Then when you turn back to a human, hug you again, and you'll return to the ram full of wool. And we'll cut your wool again and repeat the process all day and night and sell the wool
What?
and make a fortune. Why don't they do that? As I was
Probably
watching,
because the Somas are very rich and influential already.
yeah, I'm saying it's a,
Like, doing that sort of business, they don't really need to, because they have, like, the building Toru works in is a Soma-owned building.
yeah, but they could give that money to Toru. You know, help her out.
Oh my gosh. Just...
Yeah, it'd be a good
that's
way
so-
for Toru to make some extra money.
I don't know if that would classify as just abuse or animal abuse at
Or
that
child
point.
abuse.
Child abuse. Child abuse or animal abuse.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a mix of the two for this situation.
Or Zodiac abuse. Alright, so Hiro discusses why a character said a line in an anime when watching the anime.
So,
What was the line?
so I don't remember the line, but so Kisa, Toru, and Hiro are all watching the anime that Kisa and Toru was watching earlier. In fact, I think they're watching the same scene as earlier.
Yeah. Alright, so Suki's other, where is it? Did I lost the line. Shit, where was it?
Yeah.
There we go. Kyo tells Hiro not to treat Toru like her maid, and she looked good as a maid, Toru. I just want to.
Hey.
Who doesn't love an anime maid? Mitsu shows up to yell at Shigure for not making his deadline on writing, but then he's like, "Ha, JK, LOL, I already did it." And it's like, and she's like, "Why do you keep doing this to me?" And he's like, "You know how much I love pissing you off." Like, not in those words, but that's essentially...
He just loves pulling pranks on her.
That's like the MA15 plus version of what he says, essentially. Okay. Hiro doesn't like Toru, but brings Kisa to Toru so she can be happy.
He's looking out for Kisa, even though he hates Toru.
Kisa once thought Hiro hated her because he suddenly became standoffish and cold towards her, which she forgave him a long time ago.
Yeah, she forgave him, like, really easily.
Yeah. It was like, oh, water off a duck's back, you know.
Yeah. Water under the bridge.
Akito slapped Kisa since Hiro told him that he loves her.
So that's the incident of, like, he doesn't, like, that's why he was so standoffish towards her.
Yeah. It's like, we will all be miserable together. We will not be with any women. No, we will all die alone.
But yeah, considering they're both Somas, even if they hug each other, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Especially because they're the Zodiac.
Yeah. Shigure and Hattori talk about why Hiro is taking his frustrations
out on Toru.
No, taking is.
Why Toru is taking his...
Ah, okay. Is taking...
You learn to read the whole sentence, you dummy.
Out on Toru.
You skipped 2 words completely.
Learn to write better. Right in the face. It was beautiful. That's like abuse. I got it on camera right there. And you don't edit your videos, so you're screwed.
Yeah.
Kisa and Hira wait for Toru at the school gate to go somewhere to play. Hira wants to go to an amusement park, and Hiro kicks Toru in the back of the knee and says he'll pay for his and Kisa's creeps. It's like
crepes.
It's like, Baka, we're gonna pay for it, not you. You can't even afford your own living accommodations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, here's the thing though. Hiro knows how much of a brat he's been towards Toru. He just doesn't care.
No.
And he also is like, I want to be more adult. I don't really know what he means by that. It's just like...
Mature?
Yeah. I'll just toss that one there.
No.
So yeah, Toru tells Hiro that her mum says that admitting you're still a child takes a lot of courage.
Yes. Just like me, I'm still a child.
I'm still a child too. As you saw earlier with me just slapping Bailey in the face.
We're forever
with
young.
A ball.
We wanna be forever young.
So yeah, Kisa ends up inviting Toru to play with her and Hiro on Sunday.
Right.
Which doesn't really go anywhere. It's just like end of the episode sort of stuff. Sentence.
And you know, Sunday isn't Sunday without the Sunday Telegraph. That's right, I said it. What are you doing?
Episode 22.
Alright, episode 22. Recap of Yuki/Toru's opinion of Yuki. Motoko states what she loves about Yuki to show how Motoko and Toru differ in their understanding of who Yuki is, because they both see Yuki like differently.
Like, Motoko sees him as Yuki as a prince, even though he's not.
Yeah.
And Toru sees him for what he really is. It's just like a normal person.
Yeah.
So yeah, this episode is all about like the relationship between Motoko and Yuki, and Toru and Yuki, and Yuki with and vice versa with Yuki towards them.
Yeah.
Mostly Motoko. I think by the end of this, she actually lets go of him in this episode, and just lets him almost leaves him be. Like, she still follows him around and stuff like that, like creepy like stalker stuff.
Yeah.
But she's just really just given up at this point.
The reuse of character intros for Yuki's Fangirls from episode 18.
Yep.
And Barul recital scene, with only one difference of the teacher being annoyed.
Which is what you mentioned in the last episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, they reused the whole scene of introducing the characters.
Yeah, that I hate it when sometimes cartoons and animes they reuse scenes because it's cheaper than animating new ones. You know?
If we ever
it.
cover Haruhi, that you know what I'm talking about?
No.
There was a reference to it in Lucky Star.
I can't remember from like
The same voice actor for the main.
Yeah, I'm literally drawing a blank.
The blue-haired girl. I forget her name.
I know who you mean. I forget her name too, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm drawing a blank.
What the fuck?
What?
Amino is just the weirdest place I get.
You're telling me.
But no, the disappearance of Haruhi and all that.
In the anime they're watching in Lucky Star.
No, that's the anime that I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know, I don't remember.
The Hateful Eight, like, which is 8 episodes of Haruhi that are like they're basically the same, but there's differences.
No, I don't.
But they're all basically the same. All basically the same episode.
No, I don't know. So Motoko asks Taki to give her the list of Taiki, Takashi, to give her the list of people Yuki will be leading, mainly if there will be any girls. Because you know Yuki.
She doesn't want any girls around him.
Yeah.
Like, because if there's any girls around him, they basically get perceived as threats to her being with him.
Yeah, and it's like, no, he's all mine. None of you get him.
Like, even her underlings are like saying, talking like she basically belongs to him.
Yeah.
And stop bending the fucking pages, man.
How am I bending it? I'm holding it.
Because it's curving up that way.
Excuse me, Mr. Fancy Pants. Motoko considers sneaking into the student council room to find out the info she wants. Minami and Mio argue over being the next term's president, while Mai wouldn't mind being vice president.
So yeah, what basically is happening is Motoko is graduating at the end of this. Basically, at the end of the season, she's going to graduate.
Yeah.
From 3rd year.
Yeah, and once she
does, she can't go back. She's finished school.
Yeah.
She's finished high school.
So she can't stalk. You know who?
Yuki.
Yeah. So she'll have to make herself repeat the year.
Nah.
Yeah, she'll have to work hard to bomb every test, every exam. And then boom, she gets to repeat because she's so inept.
Oh my god!
But you know, it's secretly her plan, so she can still spy on Yuki for another year.
So yeah, Mio, Minami, and Madoka all run from Hana when she shows up because they're still afraid of her because of the whole curse thing that happened with her brother.
Mm.
And then, for some reason, we end up in Madoka's house. And we find out that Madoka has a picture of Yuki on her nightstand.
Yeah, she's got like I'm surprised she didn't have a shrine dedicated to her.
I think she actually does.
No, but I mean, have you seen those?
Well, like the big fancy
Yeah.
ones. She has a small one.
Yes.
Sort of similar to something you would see in Yandere Simulator, actually.
Yeah. If any of you have never heard of Yandere Simulator, it's just a game where you're trying to get noticed by your senpai.
Yeah.
And she has this shrine to him, which has got his hair and stuff he's used, and it's like a little shrine. But I'm referring to in this, like, why wasn't her shrine bigger, like a closet full?
So, like Kaharu from Hensuki?
Yeah.
Remember, she had, like, pictures all over the ceiling, the walls.
Yeah.
Just too many pictures for one person.
Yeah.
Oh my. Just that alone is just creepy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
hey!
Is that a baby?
Hello.
I thought I
Hello.
heard a baby in the background.
Oh, I do have a baby. They usually are in their bedroom, but I also try to mute when I'm not talking.
Ah, okay.
We've already started on the podcast, mate.
Well, you can restart it just for you.
Oh, wait, no. We're
Oh,
already into episode 22. We've gone through 21. 22 is the episode with the relationship of Madoka and Yuki.
Yeah.
So we're up to the part where we get the semi-flashback to when Madoka first met Yuki.
Yeah, who doesn't love a good flashback?
Initial D does.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, here you go. Happy birthday
Oh,
to you. $40.
sweet. So, so like this whole flashback. The
I
whole,
like how the penguin's just dancing and the child's talking. You ready?
just a distracting sound, that's all. I'm not trying to be rude.
Yeah. No. Okay.
But yeah, so we see Madoka's mum just charge in and tell her to shut up.
So you best quit your bitching, for I give you something to bitch about. Slap.
Also, we meet another member of the third year, of the Yuki fan club, another third year student, and she's really good with like locks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Rika Ada.
Like if you ever seen Skyrim, where you get the master key that unlocks everything. She's like that master key can just unlock.
She is the master lock picker.
Yeah.
Or whenever
are lockpicks illegal?
What?
Are lockpicks illegal where you live?
Is unlockpicks illegal where we live?
I don't know. I haven't researched
Well, I mean,
that.
we have locksmiths, so I assume that lockpicking is legal if it's a job.
Well, and it's not really illegal if you're breaking it, if you're using it to get in your own house, is it?
No, I don't think so, because I got locked out of my room a few months ago, and I had to get the manager. He called the locksmith, and he had to use lockpicks.
No, but if you have the lockpick yourself, you can use. If you're using it on your own house, would it be illegal?
No. Unless if someone sees you and you can prove it's your house, then...
Mm.
It would
It
definitely be illegal for her to break into the school records room.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where they're sneaking into to find out if there's any girls in the next student council.
Yeah.
So Minami and Mia, now they finally realize, hey, we're actually committing a crime here. It's like, and then they just don't do anything about it.
It's like, yeah, let's just keep going.
Yeah, it's like, yes, stalking, perfectly fine. Breaking and entering, now that's illegal. That's just funny, isn't it?
Because I wouldn't call it stalking, I would call it watching someone with great enthusiasm.
Nah, that's what
And
the definition
intrigue.
of stalking is, isn't it?
I don't know.
So
Unless
yeah,
you use it for the greater good.
So Rika and Motoko run into Yuki in the materials room,
Yeah.
which I did not know a Japanese school would have that sort of room.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
So
So,
it's
yeah.
Japan after all.
Yeah. They have a whole room, like they have a whole separate building dedicated to just clubs,
Yeah.
which is the funniest part of it. So yeah, he's making an itinerary for a class field trip. And Buttigieg, because she's the human that she is, she completely messes up on the conversation right at the beginning.
Well, she is, as you said, only human. Ah.
Just take it from my hands.
That's what she said. Where am I?
Second point down.
Both Motoka and Rika are shocked that Yuki eats natto beans. How could a man as dignified as Yuki eat natto beans?
I forget what natto beans are.
They're a disgrace is what they are. It's what the commoners eat.
I forget what natto beans are.
I don't even know what they are.
Do you know, Krakow?
How's it spelled?
Natto. At least that's how the sci-fi man spelled it.
That is how it's spelled. I checked it in the anime. I'm pretty sure I wrote a note on it when it came up in Nichiju, actually.
Okay.
It's fermented soybean.
Ugh. Fermented. Motoko says she likes oatmeal, which gets Yuki to smile. Motoko snaps out of her mental state of telling Toru to stay away from Yuki and realizes she said that out loud.
Yeah, so she's like, for some reason she's just like in her own headspace while in front of Yuki, and it's just like it's talking to Toru in her head, trying to tell her to stay away from Yuki.
And then she has the shocking realization that
She said it right in front of Yuki, and it's just like, oh,
and that she only ever thinks of him and no one else. So Yuki talks to Motoka and asks if he said anything to upset her, which is she's like, oh nah, she pulls a Toru, like, no, I'm good, everything's fine.
Yeah. Marco and Toru, they're the same person.
Yeah. Yuki says he not cool or self-composed enough to Motoka, which she agrees with about herself as well, because she's not cool or self-composed. She's brash and you know, quick-tempered.
Yeah, very accurate right there.
And she's antsy, you know, she doesn't like waiting around.
Mm.
She has to perform an action.
Yeah.
She can't just stand still in one place, she has to be on the move. Motoko is still going to love Yuki, even if she doesn't end up with him like she wants, because we both know who Yuki's
She's that type of person. She's like, it's like, I only have this one love interest that I will love forever.
It's like, I promise, even though we don't be together, I'll always stalk you from afar. You and your glorious children. But I will only love the children half as much because they're only half you.
Oh my god.
Alright, so
we're on to episode number 23.
Yep.
And by my research, it also says it at the start that this episode takes place right after Halloween, so it took place on November 1st.
Which is so weird because it's November 11th.
Hey, this episode is like a week before my birthday as well, technically speaking, like the date in the show.
Yeah. You see, in the date's also the 11th of the 11th of the 21st. That's 5 ones.
If only it was.
What are you talking about? It.
What?
Hmm?
Your mic's off.
Your mic's cutting out.
What are you talking about? It's only the 10th today.
Not for us, it's the 11th.
For us, it's the 11th, because remember, we're ahead of you in time.
I remember. I was just joking. My internet was having problems earlier, so I think that's messing with my mic.
Your internet shat itself.
Well, you're sounding better now. Alright, so...
So yeah, Toro's like just there's this person walking with a paper bag of books, and I think the paper bag itself just the bottom falls out.
Yeah.
Or like just the bag falls over, and all the books just go everywhere.
It's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for any of that to happen.
Yeah, we're gonna find out who this person is really shortly.
Yeah.
And oh boy, this person is just gonna be a hoot.
Gives Toru a run for her money.
No,
In the apology department.
More like his mum.
His mum.
Because this person is a Soma.
Yeah,
In
but
fact, the Soma that Akami's.
yeah, but I
son.
mean, Toru's always apologizing. It's like, oh no, I didn't mean to do it. And this person.
Don't you remember Akami though? She's way worse.
It might be Akami I'm thinking of, actually. The blonde.
Yeah, how she. Like she had her in between bits in one of the episodes where she was like just screaming into the camera and all that.
Yeah, it might be her.
But yeah, so this I in my notes I referred to this person as a lady because at this point I didn't want to spoil it in case anyone saw my notes.
Yeah.
So
Who's gonna see your notes?
you, but you already know. Croker
Yeah.
already knows. But people that haven't watched, I'd rather not spoil the surprise until we find out the surprise.
Alright, well, let's find out the surprise now.
Well, we get a semi flashback once again because this anime is good at the semi flashbacks to episode 12 of the hot springs,
Yeah.
and Shigure asks Ritsu why she has visited so suddenly. So in my notes I wrote like female pronouns.
Yeah.
But I'll just spoil it now. Ritsu is actually a guy.
Yeah, it's like,
He
What's
just has long hair and
Yeah.
dresses like a lady.
just like, what's his name? The little baby boy. He's always complaining, oh no.
Momoji.
Momoji. That's it. See, we can see where Momoji gets it from.
I would say more Ayame.
Ayame.
Ayame. Remember him? He's
Oh,
a snake.
yeah. Yeah.
He's like very flamboyant.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ritsu and Toru introduce themselves to each other properly. At this point, we still haven't got Ritsu's name, but I wrote Ritsu in my notes.
Yeah.
Or did we get Ritsu's name?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's right. With this one, I actually was waiting till the transformations happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ritsu got books on fruit for Shigure because she didn't know what his favorite fruit was.
And we know what his favorite food is.
No, we don't. We
Except-
don't find out.
Because it's a
We-
secret.
We finally see a fruits basket.
Oh, that's like a mind. You just blew my mind. Right
It's
there.
a book of fruits in a basket. Logic. So yeah, Yuki is annoyed that Ritsu is always in her same getup.
Yeah.
Or his same getup. And Shigure bites Ritsu in the ribs to stop him from undressing. Because I think just a poke in the ribs is just like the way to disable him or something like that. Just stop him from doing anything.
Yeah, it's like if a cat, if you bite it on the back of the neck, you stop it.
Yeah.
That's what mothers do.
Yeah.
To stop the
I was
kids
about to be
biting.
like, wait, what? And then I'm like, yeah, that's what.
Not humans, it's cats.
He's just like,
Yeah.
he's just like, stop what you're doing. So yeah, Ritsu comments that Yuki is starting to look a bit like AMA, which Yuki doesn't want to hear. He's just like, nah, I don't want to hear you say that to me. So Risu ends up getting too close to Toru, and a cup falls off the tray.
It's like, oh no, the cup! And
yeah,
then,
the cup just ends up breaking, and also I think Ritsu ends up landing on top of
yeah, Toru.
Toru.
And Risa turns into...
A monkey!
I've been watching these
A
videos.
boar.
Huh?
What?
A boar.
No, that's Kagura.
I was watching these movies of monkeys, and there was this one where this monkey is like has this baby, and the people are like trying to get the monkey away from the baby. It's just like, and it's just like sitting near the baby.
Are you sure that was a movie?
No, it was a real thing, and then they have to lure the monkey away. Then someone just grabs the baby and pulls it back, and the monkey's like, nah.
So yeah, so Ritsu Soma is the monkey of the zodiac, and his name is derived from Odaka Ritsuki. Again, that's as far as my research goes. I don't know why I didn't write down like what it means. Again, probably because I was trying to save on lines. So yeah, we find out that Ritsu is actually a guy, but he looks and dresses like a girl.
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't like doing that?
Yeah.
I've done that before. I will.
You have?
Yeah.
I've done that in video games.
I've done it in real life.
I'm like Saints Row, and just like I'm like the leader of the Saints. I've got these short shorts. I'm rocking these short shorts. Yeah, big ass gangster.
Kroger would also know about the Roblox as well.
What are you doing in Roblox?
My character in Roblox.
Is that what you
Okay.
house your cross-dressing parties? For your characters, I mean.
Shut up. Krokia, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I got my microphone fixed, so you can't hear my babies.
You know what I'm talking about with Roblox?
Of course. Yeah, of course.
With my my current character?
I think this. I think that this is actually kind of one of the shortcomings of this show. Maybe it's just because it's so old, but I don't know. I think a lot of my trans friends don't like how they treat this character, because it's kind of like his cross-dressing is something that Toru has to fix.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's like they're taking a dig on people who dress
Differently.
Yeah.
Cross-dress.
cross-dress. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But when
nothing wrong with
Momiji does it, they don't seem to care.
Yeah. Well, everyone likes Yuki, so they wouldn't care what he wore.
Yeah.
Like, literally in the episode that we saw, like, that we talked about with the pubic hair joke,
Oh yeah.
there's like a, like, Taeki has a, like, sees, like, has a vision of, like, Yuki in a female uniform.
What's wrong?
And he's just like, he's like, he likes what he sees.
Yeah.
Like,
Reminds you of Orion School High Cafe.
what?
That's a reverse harem one where it's there's this girl but dresses like a guy. They think this girl's
Alright, no, Oran High School Club?
on high school club.
Yeah.
They think it's a guy, but it's like a girl. It's like, no, I never hid that. You just were too stupid to realize it.
Oh my gosh. So, Yuki probably bandages Toru's hand, so he has no medical training apparently.
Yeah.
Which is, like, just those little bits of information are just fun to learn about when it comes to these characters. Like, you could, like, just through watching, like, the small details of, like, him just trying to bandage her hand, and it's just like, it doesn't even hold up.
Yeah.
Is, it's a good piece of information to know about your characters. Like, just that small detail builds a lot of character. So somehow Risu got on the roof, and he's like, I'm gonna jump off and just kill myself.
When was this? Day or night?
It's day.
Don't remember
I
that
think.
part.
You say somehow, but this is also the monkey we're talking about.
Yeah. But he is fully dressed when he's up there. He's not hanging dog.
Because what he did was he got to get a hug. Yeah, he got a hug from Toru, and took his clothes and he monkeyed his way onto the roof, and then
Well,
waited until the curse wore off, and then
he's-
changed back.
he's wearing pants and a shirt this time round. He's not wearing his like the kimono anymore.
Well, I doubt he'd be able to be very agile with a kimono on.
I guess some of the skills transfer to their human form.
Maybe. Just imagine if it did, though.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting thing.
Like from the DCAU, Viper. She can use, okay, I will use the speed of a cheetah, the strength of a gorilla. I'll have the eyesight of some creature in the night.
Eagle?
Yeah, an eagle.
You sure? Are we sure about that?
Or whatever, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It basically can use animal powers to enhance one of the
I'm
parts of
pretty
the
sure I've heard
body.
of a character in DC like that. But yeah, it's, Risu slips on the roof and almost falls all the way down.
Luckily, Toru's there to save the day.
No, somehow he manages to catch himself.
Yeah, but you know, Toru's...
And yet, he climbs back up to where he was, still considering to jump. It's like, I don't want to slide off, I want to actually jump off and land on my head.
It's like, you listen to me, God. I will end my own life. You will not make it an accident. It will be my choice, and my choice alone.
So yeah, for some reason, like, we move on from there, and Toru's like, refuses first aid from Hattori because Yuki already did it.
Yeah.
It's like, for some reason, she prefer a poorly wrapped bandage on her hand than proper.
I kind of think she was getting payback.
No, I think it's more like she likes Yuki, sort of thing.
She likes watching him in pain.
No, it's her hand that's bandaged. You dumbass.
She likes being in pain.
No.
Getting bandaged by Yuki.
I
I don't know.
So Kyo shows up and is like, why are Ritsu and Hattori here? Oh, it's... Of course it's
weird.
gonna rain.
Alright, so where are we now?
Well, we're still on episode 23.
Alright, let's go use the toilet real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Don't worry, we get another point of Shigure being a pervert.
Alright.
And it annoys Kyo.
Quick, let's talk about it while Bailey's gone so we can't make any bad jokes.
What, Shigure being a pervert? Or just the rest of this episode?
The whole episode, let's finish quick.
So yeah,
Just
Ritsu just loses it over supposedly taking Kyo's milk without his permission. And that results in milk going everywhere. Like, Kyo's also annoyed because Ritsu's just taking his milk. And then Shigure just comes along and pokes Ritsu in the ribs again, and he just faints. Just like... Like, I don't get why Ritsu's thing is just poke him in the ribs and he goes down. Like, is there a pressure point there that causes someone to faint?
Only monkeys.
just the monkeys of the world. So, we find out that Risu wants to be more like Ayame, and Shigure says that won't be possible. Because Ayame is a unique type of flamboyant. Like, if you're gonna be Ayame, you basically have to not be yourself. ever again. Oh, and we get another semi-flashback again, because this, much like Initial D, is good with its flashbacks. This anime is the king of semi-flashbacks, and we get a semi-flashback to Toru's mum saying she was happy to have Toru, which is just like we don't hear Kyoko talk that much, don't we? Not in this one, anyway.
Not in the 2001 version.
We'll be hearing a lot more from Kyoko and mainly the third season of Fruits Basket 2019.
Yeah, are you planning on adding the prequel to the podcast?
Yes, but that won't be happening until it comes out, obviously. And
Yeah.
we'll be waiting until all episodes are out, so we can basically, when all the episodes are out, we're gonna go through and binge watch it all.
Woo!
Because having to wait a whole week just for one episode is annoying, isn't it?
That would make the podcast so long.
That it is, Bailey.
I was so shocked I
That
forgot
it
to
is.
flush the toilet.
What?
I was so shocked by the rain. I was like, oh god, I better go check.
Did you just blow the toilet out with your shit or something?
No, I didn't mean. I was like, seeing the rain. I was like, I better go take a look, and I forgot to flush.
Oh, gross.
Well, I just realized why I was so late.
Why?
Because I thought you started early because I forgot about an American tradition
Time
that's
zone.
so horrible called daylight savings time.
Ah.
So they change all our clocks by a whole hour. And so for me, it's the same time we always start. But for you, it's
2 p.m.
you don't change your clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I was late. Now I
It's
understand.
fine. It's
Oops.
fine. But yeah, Toru comes across Ritsu fighting with a dog over a bag of takoyaki treats or snacks.
I love takoyaki. No, it's teriyaki.
Takoyaki. So it's like the red bean bun sort of stuff.
I like those buns and they're shaped
Yeah.
like animals. that you
Mostly
eat.
fish.
Yes, that's it. Yami from To Love Ru eats them. It's this alien, and she's like a deadly assassin. It's like, delicious.
When we get to
I'm pretty sure
Sorry?
that's what I thought. This is specifically octopus. Takoyaki is octopus.
oh yeah, that's right. I have tried it. I've tried takoyaki.
Yeah.
It's delicious, but because I'm like mildly allergic to seafood, it made me have the runs.
I'm allergic to watermelon.
Really?
Makes my lips swell and get itchy.
Huh.
But I love eating it, so...
But with oh my gosh.
What does this say?
We're talking about Fruits Basket right now.
Kermit the Frog, and he's got
Bleach.
Clorox. All peel is sadness. Alright, so are we on 24 yet, or...?
No, we're almost done with 23. So Rita asked Toru if Okami said anything bad about him during her visit to the hot springs. She didn't really even say much about him.
Well, I always wanted to go to hot springs.
Not me.
Yeah.
There's like the one at movie Wet n Wild.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. There's actually hot springs at Wet n Wild. They're not natural hot springs,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you would prefer a natural one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, like in Ghost of Tsushima. You're playing as Jim, and you just
Yeah.
go to the hot spring,
You
just,
just see him hang dong.
just reminisce about your mother while sitting in the hot spring, because that's one of the options.
So we find out that
Hilarious.
Ritsu feels more relaxed when he dresses as a girl, which I can relate to.
Oh, okay then.
What about you? Can you relate to that?
Well, no, like when I'm playing a game, I prefer to play as a woman.
I
Like
most
like RPG games, like you get Mass Effect, Dragon Age, Saints Row.
yeah.
Well, Saints Row, I normally the exception. I play as a guy because there's this because you can choose from a bunch of voices. There's this one voice actor that's voiced a character that's been the voice of the main character across all 4 games. Well, technically 3. He voiced an NPC in the first one, so
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's the default voice, in my opinion. But yeah, no, I mostly play as females because it's like role play, you know. It's just like, yeah, if I'm gonna be an elf, a canary, dwarf,
Like a lot of the character backstories that I've been working on for Minecraft they're all been female characters,
Oh, okay.
and I've been playing them myself. Like obviously not trying to do a voice or anything like that, but like when I do my introduction, it's the character's name and not my channel name. And so yeah, Toru says she doubts anyone is born with a reason to live, but is born to find it.
Yes.
Like, which is a good message to leave off an episode with. It's like, what reason do you have for living?
No reason is to die. I lived so I can die. How depressing is that?
Yeah, I agree with you there, buddy. I'm ready to die whenever I want to. And I have many ways of doing it now.
Yeah.
Including a giant ass sword. Just set it up, just have it hang from the roof, and I just lay under it.
If life has no meaning, then I'll play as many video games as I want to.
Yeah. until the video games become trash. Because, you know,
I think that's already happened.
not all games, but some of them due to fake diversity and representation bullshit.
South Park.
No,
South Park's a good one.
Yeah, South Park's still relevant to this day.
Yeah.
They talk about anything. They didn't give a fuck who they insult. That's why I love South Park.
We're on to episode 24.
And it's almost 3:30, so we're gonna have enough time to do the Ruby visual novel, or
Unless we leave it here,
yeah, you want to leave it here?
just stretch this out into like. This is at part 6, so we're going to be stretching it out into part 7.
Yeah, because we're still going to be talking about the next
Yeah.
fruit basket anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
You just
Imagine
cliffhanger this
how long it
episode.
will take us to get through.
Pardon? Sorry, what was that, Krokia?
Imagine how long it will take us to get through the new version.
I
Well,
haven't seen the new version.
there's 3 seasons.
Oh, okay.
I think the first 2 have 25 and the third one has 23.
God,
So
yeah.
that's 63 episodes.
Yeah, a whole year of just, you know,
Fruits basket.
yeah, probably be finished.
Just fruits. Just baskets.
That's what we should do. You should buy a fruits basket and put it here for the next video.
Oh,
And we can eat from the fruit baskets as we talk.
You moved on pretty quickly, but I was going to say I have been to a hot spring,
Oh yeah.
but we went in the winter, and it was snowing, and it was terrible. It was fine in the water, but the showers afterwards were just too much.
Like it wasn't warm enough, or
Yeah, the shower water wasn't heated at all, and it was snowing outside. It was
Actually, just looking at
the worst.
At the notes, it's actually a good thing that we're leaving the last 3 episodes because the last 3 episodes are all one story point, all taking place on the same day
alright.
in the anime.
Alright, so it's gonna end it here.
Yeah, we're gonna end this one here. A bit of a shorter one.
Big finish.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a shorter one. We've been almost an hour.
Well, we usually try and aim for an hour and a half, don't we?
Yeah.
We could have got an hour and a half if Greg had shown up earlier.
Damn daylight savings.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're just ending
It's
it here.
terrible.
Yeah, we're going to be ending this episode here. Links will be in the description of both of Bailey's channels, including his BitChute
BitChute, yeah. I'm also working on getting Odyssey.
It sounds like you're saying the B word, but
Yeah.
it's actually not the B word.
Oh, speaking of the B word, you know what is the B word?
What?
Do you know that YouTube's getting rid of the dislike button? Yeah, so there'll be no number on how many dislikes in the
Oh,
video.
So they're not getting rid of the dislike button. You just can't see how many dislikes. it
Yeah,
has.
you can see the likes, but not the dislikes.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
You'd have to go into your own settings and see.
Yeah, it's not that bad. is it?
No, because they say that's the way they said it. Like YouTube's like so like little creators, don't get review bombed ratioed, and it's like nah, they're doing that because you got YouTube channels like Disney with Star Wars and that, like the Eternals, and like those movies, those YouTube channels about that content are getting bombed because they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Mm.
If the fans don't like it, and they're like, "No, we're gonna silence you. You will take this content and you will enjoy it, or you're a bad person."
So, and also links will be in the description to also both of my channels.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. A ding, 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 a ding.
Dong. What about you, Krokyo? You wanna throw a dong in there?
Dong.
That sounded wrong,
All right.
but I'm the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.
See you, everyone.
Bye.